Hi. A recent question came from one of you, and thank you so much for being in touch. The question was really about how do we deal with all of this bad news that we see on the news when really we need to be encouraged and we need to have hope in times of darkness. And I think it's such a wonderful question because, in fact, we don't want to not be able to deal with what's going on in the world and all of the bad news. We want to be able to receive it, to feel it, to have empathy for the people who are suffering. What we really need to do is take care of ourselves, recognize how we feel, acknowledge the feelings, whatever they are. And often we get exhausted when we feel overwhelmed by the barrage of bad news that sometimes we just turn it off. And sometimes that's a really good thing to do. But we can't really disconnect from the world because we are part of the world. We are all connected one to another. So we need to take care of ourselves. We need to balance what we love doing, what's good for us, so that then we can see how can we make the world a better place? How can we heal the world? How can we put good out into the world? And this is really what we can do to not only keep ourselves well and healthy, but to stay connected when we kind of want to run into our own place and close the shutters and not engage. We need to connect. We need to understand that we are all part of the human family. So really what we need is hope, and we need inspiration. And when we hear stories about people doing good, it makes us feel good. The release of endorphins in our own brain helps us to want to do something good for others because we get inspired. And we can get inspired from high school kids who decided to do something to make a change in their community. And we can also get inspired by finding that there are children doing something wonderful and we can support them in their effort. It doesn't really matter what it is. It matters that we become involved. So doing good, taking care of ourselves, and being engaged in that which is really difficult to process and that which is joyous are ways to get through very difficult times.